Today we're at the end of one of our skeins of yarn. As you can see, we are almost at the end, and we are going to join a new skein to our work. So if you don't like knots in your work, there are a couple of different ways to join your yarn. We have just a simple rolled knot, like this. That's usually pretty secure and won't untie while you're continuing your work, but you do end up with this hard knot and these little tails. So what I like to do is take your ball end of your yarn and we're going to thread it through a darning needle or a knitting stitch needle, depending on what you want to call it. And we're going to create a loop in our yarn. To do this, leave yourself a little tail, turn the needle back on the yarn, and you're going to go through these little twists. So you may have to untwist it just a little bit. You don't want to untwist it completely because those lock in your loop. So we're going to just go over and under, over and under, skip a couple more, go over and under, and I like to do this about 4 times. You can see there's 4 little sections of my yarn on my needle. Now hold on to your loop and pull your yarn, holding on to your loop, pull your yarn through those stitches that you just made on your yarn. Now don't pull this all the way tight. You want to leave this loop here. Now on your working yarn that's attached to your work, run this through the loop and then thread your needle. And doing the same thing, go back in the opposite direction through these little loops. The more you do, the more secure it is. So just get you some of those stitches on your needle, at least 4. You may want to do 5 or 6. You may want to just catch one of the threads. I like to catch 2 of the threads and then skip every 2 or 3 and grab 2 more. So now you have all these little loops on your needle, and you pull this straight back through all of this. Yes, it'll end up all squunched and ugly looking, but just pull that tight and straight, and then grab your 2 loose ends, pull those tight, and now you have a no knot join that will not come undone at all. And these ends you can either trim, you can leave them and knit them into your work, I have joined here and have just these little tiny tails that I'll cut off when I've finished and blocked my piece. But that is how you do a no knot join.